Hello everyone, in this video what we are going to see is how to create a push menu. What do you mean by push menu? When I click on a button you can see some menu appear at the right side. This menu can be at the right side or at the left side. In the previous video I have covered on the left side, but in this video I'm going to cover the right side along with it. You can see when I click on a button the content also gets disturbed. In the previous it wasn't like that. The content was behind in the previous video. Now you can see when I click it the content adjusts accordingly. When I click on the X button, the content gets closed along with the paragraph when it was in the previously. Click on a button, the content adjusts itself. Click on the X, the content adjusts itself. Okay, in this video, this is our target. We are going to see. Let me start from the very scratch. I will remove all the CSS and the JavaScript required, and let me show you what is the HTML. Here we have two main container. The first container is considered as a sidebar. The second container is the div which holds all the paragraph. This is the second container which is with the ID main. With the ID main what? And it contains all the paragraph. And the first one is the sidebar. This sidebar has all the anchor tag inside it with the class my side nav and class side name. Now choose the class of the sidebar and give the background color as black. Refresh it, check. This is without CSS, just by a background color black. Now choose the anchor tag inside the side navigation class and give the display block. Why do we need display block? Because inline, by default it is inline. We want it to be displayed one after the other, and give the color of it to white, and give the text decoration as none to remove the underline, and give the padding of 20 pixel and give the margin of 20 pixel. Refresh it and check what is the scenario. That seems to be working exactly fine. Now what we need is we want it in a fixed manner, position fixed manner. So give the position colon fixed or top of 0 pixel, and right, we need the right sidebar of 20 pixel. Refresh it and see what is the scenario here. Right, also give 2 pixel, and we need to increase the height to 100%. Give the height of 100%. Refresh it, so we'll get the whole menu. And this was the main thing what we needed, and along with it you can see there is a X here. This is the first anchor tag, and the first anchor tag has what? Has a class close button. So choose the close button and give the color of the anchor tag to red. It should not affect because we have already given the color white. To take effect we need to place PORTANT, important. Now we will see the effect, and give the font size of 20 pixel. If it doesn't change, and again you need to give the, let's give the font weight to increase the boldness of 900. This is the max we can give. And now it's time for the position relative. And give the top of 0 pixel. Refresh it and see what happens. It doesn't move any position. Let's give the absolute. Refresh it and check. That seems to be working. And I need the right to be 0 pixel. Let's check what it is. Minus 10 pixel, minus 15 pixel, and top minus 10 pixel. Let's check what is this. It went 2 beyond. Actually I need 15, but let's check 30. Okay, that's working fine. And this was all about the sidebar. As you can see, the main content is behind the sidebar. Okay, I'm by default, by myself, I'm giving the width of the sidebar to 0 pixel. It gets disabled because we have given width disabled with the 0 pixel. Right now what I need to do is when I click on the button, I want the sidebar to get the width of 250 pixel. This is what I'm going to do right now. Choose the button. Where is the button? The button is inside the span, and this span, as you can see, as I said, when I click, so I'm going to apply the click function. This is the function. What it does is I'm going to click, right? When I click, I want some code to be executed. That code will be written inside the function, the open name. Copy it, write the keyword function and the function name which we need, open and close parenthesis, and choose the what I need. When I click on a button, I want a sidebar to get appear. Choose the ID of the sidebar. The ID of the sidebar is my side name document, means the current HTML page. In the current HTML page, it gets the document get element by ID. In the document, get the element and store it into a variable called x. What is this x? This x is the element right now. As I have choose the ID of the element div, this x is the div. The x is the div right now. So I want choose the x, that is choose the div, and give the style. The style is width equal to, please note equal to, not semicolon, colon 250 pixel. Refresh it and you'll see the effect when I click on it. And that's right. To get a smooth transition, what you have to do is you have to apply the transition property with 0.2 second. Refresh it and check the smooth transition. When I click on it, smooth transition appears. And the same way, when I click on the X, I want the sidebar to get the width of 0%, 0 pixel. The sidebar, the X also has a class, also has a function on click. When I click on this function, when I click on this element, I want this function to get executed. Same way, use the function keyword function name, open close bracket, and inside the parenthesis, in the current document, current HTML page, get the element by ID. Now the ID is what? The same side menu, and store it inside a variable, any variable. Let's take A here, and in the A give the style. As I said previously, this A is the HTML tag. The HTML tag is a div of the sidebar. Give the sidebar and style width of 0 pixel. Semicolon should come outside. Refresh it. When I click on open, it gets open. When I click on X, it gets a width 0%. And this was all about the sidebar. Right now, I want the content to get shrink accordingly. What I'll do is I'll just add the margin right to the parent class of main. Before that, let me apply the text align justify to all the paragraph. Text align colon justify. That's fine. Refresh it. Okay, what do I need is when I click on the button, I want the content of the div to get the margin right of 250 pixel. Okay, the same way in the JavaScript, when I click on the button, I want to choose the document. I want to choose the ID of main. Since the container class has the ID main, and store it inside a variable called y. What this y will have? This y will be the element. This element, the whole element, parent element is the container. and give the class, give the style dot margin right. Margin right equal to 250 pixel. As you can see, I've placed a hyphen in between, and this is JavaScript. We need to write case sensitive. Refresh it, and you will see the effect. When I click on it, it gets arranged accordingly. When I click it again, you can see it does not come into the previous position. To come into the previous section, I want to write the code inside the X. Inside the X. This X is the function attached to the close name. The same way, get the element with ID main and store it inside a variable called B and give the style of width 0%. Refresh it and you will see the effect. This will open. As you can see, it is arranged accordingly. There is no paragraph behind the sidebar. When I click on X, when I click on X, what happens is I want the width to get, I don't want the width, I want the margin right to get the 0 pixel. Sorry for that. When I click on a button, give the margin right out of 50 pixel. When I click on X, give the margin right to 0 pixel. And that's it. Thank you for listening.